If you're confused what the hell I'm doing here on Friday, and I really hope I didn't mess it up because imagine if it's not Friday, this will look stupid. But if you're confused what I'm doing here on Friday, well, you clearly didn't watch the last episode, which was a transfer special where I've covered a lot of transfers that have happened. So just a disclaimer, if you don't recognize half my team, or if you don't know what the hell is going on anymore at this club, do watch that video. I think it explains everything that I've done quite well. It will be a long and talky video, so you can listen to it hopefully as a podcast. We're taking on Copenhagen today. We're going to have a different team, and we're playing 2 games today. I don't know if you want to get into the Champions League or if you want to go straight into the Europa League. We'll see how the game goes. Hi guys, MrSpaceman reporting for duty, and welcome back to a Friday release, which is quite rare on this channel. I hope you're excited. If you are, smash the like button, and tell me if you watched the previous episode, and tell me if you liked the previous episode, because I'm just double checking if people actually pay attention to the whole thing, because I said that at the end of the last episode, if you like those kind of long-ish talkative ones. So if you do tell me in the comments that you did like it or you didn't like it, less, more, whatever. Anyways, I want to do what you guys like, so that's kind of my plan. But for today, we're doing a double game against Copenhagen. We have a brand new team, and yet, so far, we're still unbeaten.
Ow! I'm so good without the ball.
Oh boy, crazy things. We had 4 games. We have played with a fully brand new team. We've sold a lot of players. We have made stupid amounts of money. But yeah, if you want any more information on that, go to the previous episode. But we had the first game against Belgrade. We beat them 6-1 with Popovic, Borza, Ilic, Saldania, and some bloke called Lachlan Deans with a double. He's a good player. Just let me spoil for you. He's a very good player. A very nice performance, a very new team. We've had some of the new names here, as you can see, are starting. And the plan for this year is to play as many youth players as we can in the games, especially in the Serbian league, because so far, despite the fact that we play a lot of young players, we're doing quite good. And then we moved on to the Radnički game, which was once again a 3-0 victory. Goals from Stankovic, a person called Sasa Serenac, and Andrei Borza. Ooh, quite nice. Very good performance from the boys. 3-0, once again, a young squad. Absolutely amazing. Novi Pazar, 2-1, Saldania with a double, and some guy called Alic scoring a goal. Don't really care. A very decent performance, but it's a bit stressful against teams that are actually quite good, because we rotate the squads heavily. And finally, Spartak with the Dusan Milovanovic double, and we managed to beat them 2-1, because he scored in the 89th minute. Good stuff. But yeah, if you take a look at this game, for example, we have a lot of young players. We have a lot of new players in the squad. You won't recognize most of it. The squad is completely different, and that's because we bought in 18.5 million worth of players and we sold 69 million worth of players.
We did something very naughty.
But like I said, if you want more information on what the hell is going on, who half these players are, go to the previous episode, because that is going to be important. But for now, this is the plan for today's game. We're going to have new starting lineup. We're going to have a lot of new players, and some players are unfortunately injured / unregistered. Like, for example, Nahitan Nandes. He is unfortunately unregistered. He came in a day after the registration closed, but he should be available for whatever European competition we end up in, which is good. But this is going to be the starting lineup. By the way, there is an update. I've decided to up the limit to youth players to under 19. Mainly because we have an issue where I can't sign players that are under 18, which is frustrating, because they keep saying that moving to Partizan is not good for my development, and when that happens, it means you have to wait till they're 18, and then usually I only have kind of a year, so it takes me like a lot of time to find good players and then slot them into the squad, and then by then they're already not going to be playing, so it's annoying. And with that in mind, Popovic is going to be our under 19 player, so that's going to be the plan from now on. Anyways, the starting lineup is going to be Hudikov in goal, a new keeper. We're going to have Vitek, who's a new defender, playing with Ilic, because we sold 2 of our best center backs. Amazing. Borza is going to be on the left-hand side. Stamenic is going to be the half-back player here. Filipovic is on the right-hand side. In the midfield, we have a new partnership of Lukovic and Fadikani, who is also a new player. We have Popovic playing as an attacking midfielder, Saldania up front, and on the right, we have Mojanata. And on our bench, we have some new players that we do want to introduce to you guys, like, for example, Lachlan Deans, who's absolutely amazing and has lots of potential, at least according to my scouts. Another player that is very, very important for us will be, where is his face? Dusan Milovanovic, who's playing lots of games from the starting position. I like him a lot. He is our 17-year-old kid who is hopefully going to lead us to glory, which is absolutely cool. And apart from that, I think that pretty much covers it. Basic is not ready because he's a bit unfit. Belic is still Belic. Although actually, I didn't realize he left. He left to AZ in real life. Good for him. We like him. And apart from that, there's still some players in and around the squad that are available to play today. Right. Double against Copenhagen today. I hope you're excited. I'm definitely excited. This is a very nice Lifecom debut for a lot of these boys. Hopefully they do not disappoint, and hopefully they destroy Copenhagen.
Now let's rock and roll. We'll be right there.
I think for now, maybe the plan is not to sabotage our Champions League playthroughs, because I want to make as much money as possible. Because I think from next year, I will definitely start, dropping us into Europa League, like losing these games on purpose. But who knows, I may lose this game anyway, we'll see. But for now, I have a young squad. We're rebuilding it quite heavily, and we'll see what happens. Are we good enough to take on Copenhagen? I don't know. But for now, I want to go as far as I can. I want to make as much money as I can. And then from next year, we can start challenging for the Europa League, which will be quite nice. Because unfortunately, you can't drop down from the Champions League into Europa unless you do it here, which is weird. But anyways, enough about the future. Let's talk about right now. Copenhagen are on the ball. And yes, I know they're called Copenhagen, but Copenhagen is easier for me to remember because, I speak English and not... I forgot for a second. Danish. Yeah, they're Danish. I was going to say that, I don't know, something weird, but Elyounoussi is on the right-hand side, running away from Lukovic, who is still somehow at the club. They get the ball across, and unfortunately, we're down to 1-0 in the first 20 minutes at home. Not a very good play from our combination of Ilic and Vitic. This could be an issue. This could be a huge issue if they both don't develop. I may need to move Stamenic back in the defensive role, because I feel like he's the only good centre-back left, which, to be fair, he's a very good centre-back in his own right. But Vitic, I think it was Vitic, wasn't it? No, it's Ilic. Huh. Okay, well, it's not a new player at least. It's not my scouting issue that's the problem. It's my coaching issue that's the problem. We do have a highlight, though. It's nice. Borza is on the ball, plays a nice 1-2 with Lukovic, finds Popovic in the middle, who finds no one, but he does find Lukovic, actually, who gets absolutely bodied by Rio. Ref is going to review the penalty. Rio is shouting at the ref. But I think that was as clear of a penalty as anything you can see. I don't know why he's arguing there. It just looked like he ran him over with a truck. And that should be a 100% penalty. There we go. Penalty awarded. Sometimes it's nice that this year they introduced fake penalty calls. But this was clear as day. As it looks like Saldania will step up. Or is it Moinata? Saldania it is. Is he going to find the goal? Is he going to find the goal? Is he going to find the goal? Yes, he freaking will. 1-1. Not bad. 30th minute. Is everything going to happen in 10-minute increments? Because that'll be quite nice. Alright, so the first half was short and sweet, which is quite nice. So far, nothing much is happening. The new team is not doing really good in terms of possession. And I think in terms of everything else, I think we're doing okay. Moinata is obviously not doing very good in an attacking midfielder role, so I don't know what to do with that. Because he never does well anywhere I put him. So maybe I need to... Wait, he's an inside forward. You should be knowing how to play that, buddy. But yeah, so far, okay. Obviously, it's a first game for a lot of these players in front of you guys. And at least Vitic is doing good. And also, don't forget, half the key players have gone. I mean, we don't have Markovic, we don't have Simic, we don't have a lot of players that have left the club. So, to expect them to destroy everyone is a bit naive. But who knows, maybe we're just waking up as Lukovic puts a cross in. Unfortunately, Basic is not here. And Ilic! Imagine if our centre-back... After conceding quite a weak header against the opposition, this is how he scores. That would be absolutely amazing. Lukovic puts another cross in. Vitic jumps this time. And to be fair, our set pieces are still working. Unfortunately, they didn't get in, which is a bit sad. I mean, Moinata is tired as Vitic launches the ball forward, finds no one, but that's okay. Saldania is going to get onto it. Elyounoussi does clear. And so far, we need to make some subs because some players are not doing good. The whole of midfield / up front is not doing good, which is, I guess, fair enough because they've been quite heavily reshuffled. Although every position is reshuffled. As Popovic finds himself in lots of space. A nice 1-2. Is there going to be a VAR check? I saw a hint of an offside. If that's going to be an offside, that's going to be frustrating. But we shall see if the transfer gods, we shall see if the refs are on our side. Let's see what the ref is going to say. I'm intrigued. The ref is going to say goal disallowed. Let's take a look at the offside. How close was it? Oh, it's quite close as well. But it's okay. We keep going. I was going to say it's time for some subs, but we have another highlight, which after this I will make some subs for sure. Moinata steps up, takes a shot. Oh, saved by the keeper, who the game is starting to heat up, which is quite nice. Is it time to take Moinata off? Potentially. Povic, definitely. He's not having a good game, which is a bit weird because he's bossing in the Serbian leagues. Unfortunately, apparently Copenhagen is a good team, and he scored a goal from offside position, so maybe that's why the game ranks him low. But they have definitely woken up, and with that in mind, they have a chance of their own, which they're definitely going to put away because this is how Football Manager works. Quick playthrough, Rio clears, and yeah, he clears. Substitution time, baby! Right, with that in mind, we are going to give a live com debut for Lachlan Deans, who hopefully has enough creativity in him to create something. He's quite slow, but he has decent passing and beautiful vision, so that's exciting. Hopefully he does something today. In terms of Sufanat Moinata, we are a bit of in confusion because I don't know exactly what to do here. Because maybe I should take off Saldania, potentially, and play someone on the right-hand side. But at the same time, we don't have many other winger options apart from Rodrigo Mora, who's another young player, but he's not very good creatively. Although he has good dribbling and decent pace. You know what? Let's try him here. The youngsters are coming on, and you're being introduced to them, which is quite nice. But in terms of other players, let's take off Lukovic, put Belic on, and let's bring our good old man himself, Stepanovic, who's come back from loan, and let him play a bit in the midfield. And with that in mind, I think that's the 4 subs. I'm going to keep one just in case, like I always do, and we'll see if I actually do something. I mean, we have a highlight pretty much straight away as Filipovic finds Stepanovic. That's a weird combination for the OGs. We haven't seen that in a long time. Filipovic does find Saldania, who finds himself in lots of space, and he misses, hits the woodwork. Oh my goodness me! Copenhagen are lucky. They're hanging on. We had 10 shots, 4 on target. We expect to score another goal. Hopefully we score it a bit sooner than before the game runs out, because otherwise it won't count. That's how football works, right? Anyways, Filipovic is on the right-hand side, finds Mora, number 10. I gave him the number 10. What was I thinking? Filipovic finds Deans. Lachlan Deans does not get to it, but Belic should recover. He has somehow survived the purge / well, everyone wanting to leave, which is interesting. And it's funny because he's the only player that has left in real life. Filipovic finds Saldania. Saldania finds himself in lots of space. Saldania has been freed up. Saldania is a legend. He is a freaking club legend. Saldania. 2-1. We finally scored a second goal. It took a long time, but it came. What a beautiful playthrough. Stepanovic finds Filipovic. Filipovic finds Saldania. And it was flashbacks to the first season. Oh my god, the legends. Alright, boys. Nice. First game with a new team. First win. In terms of players that came on, Stepanovic did okay. Mora did meh. Deans did meh. But yeah, not a bad performance for today's game. Saldania still is carrying the team. He is too good for this level. Hopefully he can stay and not leave. But we are going to go skip the next game. I think we're taking on Napredak. And I'll see you guys for the Copenhagen game once I hopefully beat them. So this was a game that was a game. Basically is the best way to describe it. Nothing much happened here. It was a very, very straightforward game. We were winning 2-0. And in the 92nd minute they scored after we make some more subs. But this was the lineup we went with. We had Serenic on the left-hand side, we had Mora on the right-hand side, and Serenic from left-back has scored his second goal from his second start. Maybe he is the wonder kid that we dreamed he would be, but the squad did okay, apart from Harrison sucking. But not bad, guys. We're still unbeaten, and a very, very young squad as well. Good job. But yeah, obviously we're not insane enough to do that kind of lineup against Copenhagen in the Champions League. Instead, we have this lineup, which is kind of almost ideal to what we want to play always. So we have Hudikov in goal. We're going to have Stamenic and Vitic in the back two. Borza, Belic, and Nandes. Belic is back in his halfback role, just like he was in the first episode. We've gone back to basics, guys. Amazing. Lukovic and Basic in the midfield. Back to basics. Moinata, Popovic, and Saldania, which is something that almost will never change. But at least this time, Saldania will get lots of game time. Moinata gonna get lots of game time, and Popovic is gonna get lots more game time. Now, that's gonna be the starting lineup. Hopefully we do as well as we did last time. Let's go. Okay, we're playing away, and Jordan Larson is finally starting for them, which is exciting, man. In 6 games, he scored 2 goals, not bad. But apart from that, I don't recognize anybody else. But to be fair, no, you know what? By now, everyone should recognize every single one of these legends, because most likely they're gonna be playing at a top club near you in the next season, which is absolutely insane. Their stadium looks weird. There's a lot of gaps there. And I don't know if you could see, but there was like a little bit of a stadium. But like here, the office building where you can just look into the game, which is beautiful. I don't think that's how the real stadium looks. Okay, first highlight now is on their side as Johannesson plays the ball back to Lund Jensen. And Tua Nesbe is playing for Copenhagen, which is interesting, and I didn't expect that. So we do recognize two players, but they're on the right-hand side as Larson is going to cut in with his left foot. No, he doesn't. Finds Rio, who misses the shot, and that's the first alarm bells, which instantly transforms into a highlight of our own as Vitek is going to play from the back. Hopefully, he's going to be the player covering for Stamenic's, I guess, slowness, although to be fair, Stamenic isn't slow, it's just Vitek is fast. But we're playing it out quite slowly and patiently as Lukovic finds a player on the right-hand side in Nandes. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, yeah, I mentioned his name but didn't say anything. He's registered now. We had some time to register him. Saldania! Ooh, boy. Boy. Man, this guy's good. Like, he was good the first year. He was good the second year. Why am I surprised that he is Sal freaking Danya in the third year? This guy just does everything. I don't want to lose him. I'm going to give him a tactical contract before the end of, well, the year, so probably in December, because he is just look at him. He's good. We have another corner, and this time Basic is on corners, puts a cross, and Vitek does not make it, as Lukovic will collect. Lukovic has been interesting because he obviously has rejected lots of transfers away, but he also wants more game time, and I can't give him a contract because of that. So maybe if I give him game time, he'll actually stay. I don't know. We'll find out in the next episode. Obviously, he hasn't left yet because he's still here. Toman Basic, is he going to step up and line up a shot? No, he doesn't. Must be weird not being the top earner of the club anymore. Yeah, because he's been that for 2 years now in 2 universes, which is absolutely incredible. But Stamenic is going to find himself on the left-hand side, finds Borza, finds Lukovic, who's going to find absolutely nobody. He's going to find the floor because Vavro murdered the man. It's a penalty. Who's stepping up? Of course, it's Saldania. Number 11. Can he score? He scored 2 goals last game. Can he score 2 goals this game? He absolutely cannot. The keeper read him. It's still 1-0. Halftime, and once again, nothing much has happened since that penalty miss, which was a little bit unfortunate. I mean, so far so good. Everyone's playing okay, so I'm going to tell them that they are actually playing okay, but I could want them to do a bit better. Obviously, Popovic has disappeared 2 games in a row, which is a bit of worrying. But hopefully, that's just, you know, he's going to be inspired. I mean, he's pleased right now, so maybe he'll make me pleased at the end of the game by scoring like a hat-trick. That could be nice. Hujakov is slowly playing it from the backhand side. I haven't seen many of these highlights in our games for a while now, which is a bit worrying because, you know, he's not known for his distribution skills. So that's why I'm a little bit sus that one day he's going to do something stupid like pass the ball to the opposition, which is exactly what Nandes did. He finds Klaassen on the left-hand side in lots of space and no one to cover. Although we do kind of get back, although there's a gap there. Don't bring him down. Jordan Larson steps up and a beautiful block by whoever that was. And Lukovic clears. Nice defending from the boys. We are playing it out the back as Vitek is on the ball, which he's not known for his passing, and you can clearly tell. I think it's time for some subs because there's a lot of red here and I completely fell asleep at the wheel. Larson steps up. Larson just misses it. And with that in mind, it's time for some subs. First of all, Popovic is not doing good. So I'm going to bring on Milovanovic. Yes, he's a little bit tired, but hopefully he can do just something for us. Muyinata is, to be fair, he's not had a bad game. He's obviously green. So we're going to keep him. I'm going to keep him, actually. I'm going to keep him for now. Stamenic. Oh, do I risk Stamenic? I think I do. I'm going to take off Ilic because I don't want a tired player. And Borza, I think for him, I'm going to bring Sasa Serenic. No, I'm not going to bring in Sasa Serenic. I am going to bring Sasa Serenic. We're currently winning 3-1. Can't be that bad, right? And I think maybe Lukovic. I'll see if I can maybe bring Fatikanti on and switch him for Belic. Yeah, something like that. I think this should be enough. We have one more sub. I'll keep Saldania. I'll keep Muyinata on. We'll see what happens. Hopefully what happens is that we don't concede 3 and then we lose. That'll be quite sad. And in fact, they did not. Not a bad performance, guys. Well done. So yeah, that was quite easy. There was 2 games with not many highlights, but we have calmly and composedly managed to make our way into the Champions League, which is weird because we have a very young team. But I'm happy with this. Anyways, let's see who we're actually going to play. I'm going to go for a few more games after and see who we actually get. Can't wait for some hard teams, man. I'm just going to be so pissed off. Cool. Well, you know what? I haven't seen anything yet. I guess next time I'll get back and I'll show you the teams that we have. I mean, so far so good in terms of, I guess, our squad building. We have a very young squad, a very exciting squad. And like I said, if you haven't seen what happened to make it this exciting, go back to the previous episode. I think the only issue I have this year is that we have lots of nationalities who are obviously treated as foreign. I think I wish I could register them. Yeah, there we go. We have like, how many players is this? 7 players, which is a lot. It's a good amount, but a lot of them are just going to be playing in and out. I think Hudikov is going to be, well, Saldania, Mojnata, and Hudikov are going to be the only 3 players that always play. Maybe Blacklandines as well. When is Saldania's... He has 1 more year left with us, and then he's going to be a Serbian international, which means that maybe he'll be picked for the Serbian national team. That would be actually quite cool. And on that point, thank you everyone for watching this episode, and thank you everyone for watching the previous one, because 2 long episodes. Although, to be fair, this might be a shorter one if I do my editing magic. Maybe, we know, I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, I hope you had a great time. Tell me in the comments what you think of both these formats, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, this time on Monday. Bye, guys.